Okay, so we're on to Group H. Group H, and in this group we have Poland, Senegal, Colombia, and Japan. So it's a tight group. Let's start with Poland. Obviously, we know they have some solid players. They have two solid goalkeepers, man like Szczesny. Wojciech.
No,
I don't know why we let him go,
Wojciech.
man. Don't know why we let Wojciech go, but Fabianski's a good goalkeeper as well. He's shown that.
Decent.
Yeah. So Poland is a solid team.
Milik, Lewandowski, those are the...
Yeah, Milik is a good baller.
Milik's got a point to prove.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a point to prove, but I think he needs to prove something. There was a lot of hype around him and he didn't do too well last time round, so I think this time
he missed some big chances.
Yeah,
huge chances.
To some ridiculous chances.
He did,
yeah.
This time he's got a lot to prove.
Yeah.
I think even people sleeping on Zelensky, you know. Zelensky's a little...
He's done alright for
for
this season.
So Poland will expect to come out of this group if we're being honest. I think Poland will look at this and think, right, we've got a good chance of getting out.
Yeah,
of the group.
definitely.
It's a tough group, man. It's a very tough group. There's some really good players in this group. Let's go straight in. Starman. Let's start. Double H.
I mean, I say Lewandowski is the star, but I think the most important guy is Milik because I think he's going to have a lot of chances. So if he flops up, then they're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be Lewandowski, man. The guy wants to move.
Yeah.
He's got a point to prove after his last two Champions League runs. I guess.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's let a lot of people down. Not just Bayern Munich fans, even fans like us who were like, we just want to see him ball, and he hasn't really come to the forefront. So I feel like Lewandowski's he's gonna know I've got to do this. And I think Lewandowski will be their star, man.
Yeah, I'm going straight with Drift. Lewandowski is going to be the guy, bro. As you said, he wants to move to Real Madrid, and this is the best way for him to get that move, and that's the ball out in the World Cup. So I think he'll do it.
He'll be a man on a mission.
I think I'm going to go with that as well. I think Dowski is going to be a man on a mission. The nation's hopes will basically be on his back, and I think he needs to step up if he wants to be spoken about as, you know, one of the best number 9s in world football. It's one thing doing it for Bayern in the Bundesliga. You need to go out there and do it for Poland now.
100%.
Yeah. Japan. Let's move on to Japan. Japan have got some ballers, you know. Japan have got some ballers. There's some really good players in that Japan squad, all over the pitch. There's that.
Southampton defender.
Yoshida's there.
Oh, Yoshida, isn't it?
My man from Leicester, Okazaki. You know what? I love watching Okazaki play football.
Man.
No.
He's very underrated.
Maximum effort.
No.
Not
He's
very
serious.
underrated, but he's got a touch. He can finish.
He played a very, very important role in Leicester winning.
Yeah,
definitely.
Underrated.
Yeah. He played that perfect second striker, innit? To Vardy.
I think Jamie Vardy probably loves playing with Okazaki.
He does
very selfless
Very
selfless.
No, but like, speak to like Japanese guys that I know, man. They have very low confidence in the team.
Really?
For them, they're like, man, we're finishing bottom. Like, they have no confidence at all. So, like, I speak to them and said, like, nope, this is not going to be good.
They've got a striker who plays in La Liga, and I forget which team he plays for, but I've watched him a few times this season, and he's a good baller. I think it's Inui. I think his name is Inui. I could be wrong. Anyone who's watching this, that's comment on that, let me know. And there's a few in the Bundesliga who are doing bits. There's the guy, is it Augsburg or Mainz? I think it's Mainz. And he's been doing bits for a couple of years in Germany. They've got some good experienced players across Europe as well. And I always have a soft spot for Japan. Japan's like one of my ideal destinations.
Always great kids. No, great place to go to, man. Amazing.
I would love to go to Japan.
Amazing place.
So any Japanese people that want to fund my trip to Japan, let's look into that. So right, so star man for Japan. Where are we going?
Okay.
The Samurai. Yeah, what's it called? If they call the spirits of the samurai, that's what they're after. I don't know why you guys are laughing, man. Have you seen a samurai fight? keep laughing, man. Keep laughing, man.
I'm gonna. You know what? I put a
Muto.
That's it. Yoshihiro Muto. He's the one from Bundesliga Mainz. I'm gonna go with him. He's a very good baller.
I'm going with Okazaki, bro. He embodies, I think, what their team is about.
Oh yeah,
they're literally a bunch.
It's not even just about his ability as well. He's got the most experience.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, he can put the ball in the back of the net.
He's a good player, man.
Listen, Okazaki is very underrated. You know, like that's what I'm saying. So I think he'll ball out for him. I actually think he could get 4 goals. I think he could do well for them still.
Alright, so let's move on to, we'll do Colombia next.
Like, Like whenever like Matt says a bunch of, I always think bricks is gonna come after it.
I wanted to say it, but I thought, no, I can't disrespect.
Right, we're going to Colombia next. Colombia, who in the last World Cup they had obviously the player of the tournament.
Great, I would say one of the great female population. So at least that's the positive part.
I don't think any of those are going to be on the out. Maybe that's a new technique to distract players. But yeah, Colombia, they got some good players there.
Look, man,
Cuadrado,
James, can you do it again?
They got Davison Sanchez. He's a very good centre back.
Carlos Bacca. Falcao.
Falcao's still banging goals, man. He's a quality.
Somehow, isn't it?
Listen, he's a baller.
What a player.
How many arguments did we have when people told me I was crazy thinking he's still got something left?
Yeah.
Like 2-3 years ago when he was at Chelsea and Man United, man, he's a baller,
that period
man.
in his life was dark. I'm sorry, you know what? If he would have come here and smashed it, I'd have been happy for him. Because he's just one of those players who you're just happy to see play well.
Falcao will be scoring
him at
plenty.
Atletico Madrid was
different.
Quality.
Remember
Was
when he moved up Chelsea by himself in one game when he's got like 3 or 4 goals?
Atletico just do this.
Crazy.
They keep reproducing goalies and strikers.
Bro, they got a conveyor belt.
I'm glad you said goalies, because if Colombia don't get through this World Cup, it will be because they're goalkeeper. Ospina, or as we call him, dustbin hands.
Easy.
Ospina is a terrible, terrible goalkeeper.
Do you want to know something? I know you lot think he's dead and whatever, but I think Ospina's actually decent for.
That's what I think as well for Colombia.
There's a couple of games that I'm like, you know, he's not that bad, but obviously in the Prem it's different. Remember,
and I think for Arsenal, I don't know.
That's why Arsenal signed him. He had an exceptional World Cup last time.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that was why you bought him.
As a goalkeeper, right? I can understand. Yeah, the Premier League's different, but a cross is a cross in any league. Right? If you're not being contested and you can't catch the ball, that's not enough to do with the Premier League. You're not very good at your job. And David Ospina is not very good at his job. I've never seen a goalkeeper go to catch a ball and fall into the net with the ball in his hand. He literally put the ball in the net himself.
He's not a great goalie. He's not a great goalie.
He's not, bro.
He's dead.
They
should put the bench in goal. The substitute should have to stand up.
Wow, that is deep, bro.
Put the bench in goal, just lie it diagonally across the goal.
Just licking off shots at the bench.
Alright. So James Rodriguez obviously is the poster boy of Colombian football. Had a great World Cup last time. Can he do it again?
He won't do that again.
No.
He won't do that.
Can he?
I think
he'll do well, but he won't.
He'll be influential, but
he's gonna be.
He won't be that star.
Was it 7 goals last time?
Did he get 7?
No. I think it was like 4
4 or 5.
But he scored the goal of the tournament, like that crazy goal.
Well, James. I think James will do it for them still. He's for me, he's their X Factor player.
Well, that's what I'm going to come with to now, Star Man. So you're saying James?
Yeah, I say James. James is that guy. You give him the ball and he might best do something, whether it's a through ball or whether he can bang one from 25 yards or something. And I think him getting his form back at Bayern Munich was key, because at Real Madrid it was getting a bit stale, obviously because managers didn't like him and it's hard to fit him in the team because you had to accommodate him into a certain way. But I think for Colombia, he is that guy. I think he's the guy that will take them out of the group for me personally.
Falcao, something to prove. He missed the World Cup last time, and I think he'll be determined to really lead the line for Colombia as captain.
Yeah, I'll go Falcao as well.
That's exactly why I'm going Falcao. I think Falcao is just a class striker.
He's just a
and
goal
if you give him a
machine,
sniff, he's scoring. So he could really do some damage at this World Cup.
100%.
Right, the last team in the group, Senegal.
My guys.
Yeah, Drifty's been going on about Senegal. He's got. You call them your dog.
Drifty, man. I'm gonna have to be like, okay, we'll do the thing, but it will shock you when I give you my revelation about Senegal. Man.
Go for it. The stage.
You want to hear it now?
Take the stage.
Yeah, go on.
Look, man, I'm fully behind Senegal. People know about my views on Nigeria. I've been ranting for the past few days about Nigeria and everything, so you can go and watch that. But I think that the quality that Senegal have is amazing. And also, they're going to have the only black manager. Out of all 32 teams, the only team that has a black manager.
I never actually paid attention to that until you said it.
Yeah,
crazy.
I didn't realise he's the only guy.
I'm sorry, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's the topic for another day. But that's crazy.
That's crazy.
32 teams in the tournament and only one has a black coach. That's crazy.
Basically, that is why for me personally, I really want them to do well. And because of that, I just think that they'll do really well, be really good, but I just think that they will just come undone, and I think that they won't make it out of the group.
Wow.
You know what? It is a tough group.
It is a tough group.
That's
But
a tough group.
Senegal's
man.
got some really good players in the squad. There's a lot of experience, Premier League experience.
Like they will create
Serie A
chances,
experience.
sure.
And you know they've got solid defenders in Koulibaly and you know midfield they got battlers.
Kouyaté,
Idrissa Gueye, Kouyaté.
Listen, man, this Balde up front.
Keita Balde.
Keita, yeah.
Keita
telling
Balde
you,
is
man.
a problem.
Even what's his guy?
They got
Nyang. Even Nyang's
Yeah.
a baller.
they got
he's a
Sal's
baller.
obviously a
Bro.
decent player. Sako's not. He can chip in if he's got to come off the bench.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, man, you got Koulibaly, the G at the back.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm telling you.
But you know what? That header he scored for Napoli.
Oh man,
that
that
was
was
one of the most powerful headers I've ever seen in my life.
He
unstoppable.
headed that ball like it owed him something.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the ball racially abused him. He's like, what?
Yeah.
pay me.
Where's my money?
He said, what? Who's mum? Bang!
It's one of that was just one of the greatest headers, and it was
he hit that.
the event as well, like the winning goal against Juve.
Yeah, no,
everything
it was.
about it.
They literally
He
look
should
like-
be working for his move to Liverpool. Just everything about it.
He looked like he
Love me.
volleyed that with his head.
Yeah, that's basically
Do you know
what
I
he
mean? Like,
did.
that's one of those.
Nah, it was deep.
Club.
It was
Well,
deep.
yeah, he hit that. But yeah, so Senegal, Starman. I know what you guys are gonna say already,
Yeah.
but we'll come to you first, Drifty.
Come on, man. There's nowhere else. Sadio.
Look, let me be real. Like for me, if there's one player I want to really light this World Cup up, even more than Neymar, it's Mane. Because Mane, this guy, see, I've talked a lot
That's
about
why I
how
love this guy.
Nigeria have lost their African touch.
Yeah.
Like when I look at Mane, like a tear comes to my eye because I'm like, man, I remember the time when Nigerians used to play like this, where it's unorthodox, it's unpredictable, there's flair, it's unwieldy, and there's a style and a rhythm to it. And I just think that if Mane just is able to be Mane at the very best, man, I think this guy can light this World Cup up. So I'm just hoping he's fit and we just see the best of Mane and can really bring the World Cup to light, hopefully.
Yeah. So you're saying Mane, yeah? Mane?
Listen, he just said everything that I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Literally, Mane's that guy. As you said, if he plays like the Mane of towards the end of like this season in the Champions League final, and the Mane just stepped up over the last, I'd say, half the season because he had a slight, little bit iffy first part of the season.
Injury. There was a lot of injury.
There wasn't stopping and starting, but this Mane, bruv, I am telling you, he can do big.
You know what? Him and Balde are gonna be a double act. Watch.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a double act.
No.
Them two are the flanks.
That's what
Them
they
two are
were
the flanks.
in the Nations Cup. It was literally
Yeah.
them as the double threats for them.
Them two.
That's what I was going to mention, Keita Balde. But I think for me, I'm going to say Mane. I think it's obvious Mane is going to be the talisman. But I also want to give a special shout out for Idrissa Gueye in the middle of the park.
Cool.
I really rate him. I think he's a very good,
Yeah.
very good.
Is it the
midfielder.
Everton guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Very good
And I
midfielder.
think
They have him as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
he'll be very key for them.
Yeah.
You know? He'll be very key.
Very
And obviously
key,
got him and Kouyaté. Kouyaté from West
West
Ham.
Ham.
But they're basically gonna build a foundation with Koulibaly and then Gay.
Gay.
And then that will just allow the
They
flair
also got
players to just do their thing.
The young right back at Marseille, Sarr.
Oh yeah,
He
Sarr.
looked good for Marseille as well.
He did.
Right, so let's go on to the groups and how we see this one playing out, top to bottom. I'll go first. It's a tough one. I think, man,
It's hard.
it's a tough one.
For me,
I
this is
think
the
it's
toughest
hard.
group to call.
I've got a feeling that Colombia will go through, and I think I'm going to say Colombia and Senegal. I think Poland won't make it. I think Colombia will go through top, Senegal will go through second, but it'll basically be as tight as possible. I just got a feeling that Poland are going to choke. I think Poland will choke. I don't know why. Who's next?
This is them three teams there, can literally any one of them three could win it, and that's obviously Poland, Colombia, or Senegal. For me, any one of them can win that group. I'm sticking with my boy Mane.
to win the group.
I don't know whether they'll win the group, but
We need an answer.
I know.
We need an answer.
All right.
Who wins the group?
I'm going for. Yeah. All right, Colombia to win the group, Senegal to come second, and I think Poland. because I think there might be a slightly over reliance on Lewandowski. You know.
No one's got any hope for Japan.
No,
I think
No.
I think they're
Group is too tough.
Yeah,
Way too
it's
tough.
too much for them. It's too much.
So you're saying?
I don't think this group's going to have any idea how to cope with Senegal. I think maybe teams might be able to work them out as the tournament progresses. I think in that group, they're not going to know what hit them. Senegal win this group, Colombia second, Poland just missing out third.
So you got Poland missing out as well, innit?
Yeah, just. I don't think it's going to be clear cut.
I don't think Poland's going to be like, watch.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be so close this one. Yeah.
I mean, look, but this is not what I want to happen. This is what I think will happen. Colombia to come top. I think they probably even finish on level points.
Yeah, that's.
But I think Poland will get it based on goal difference ahead of Senegal, and then Japan.
Yeah.
I hope you're wrong, boy, because I want Mane to go far, bro.
Hopefully, I'm up. No, but then, do you know what would really piss me off? I don't know what would really piss me off. If Senegal come through, they face England, and England knock them out. That would
Do you know what?
piss me off.
Yeah, do you know what? I could see
I'm gonna be
England-
real with you. England will get moved to by Senegal,
You think?
in my opinion.
What's so funny is, even though I do not rate England, I just got this funny feeling they will beat Senegal.
I know.
Even though Senegal really should beat them.
That's the point.
Senegal should beat them.
Senegal, I've not played them.
England team,
England